conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to the March 2nd Park Board meeting for Zimbrota, City of Zimbrota. Hi, everybody. Let's start with our call to order. We did that, and we're going to approve this agenda for tonight. Hopefully.
Move to approve the agenda.
A second.
I'll second.
All approved, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, let's go on from there. Reviewing February's notes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from February.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, approve the minutes from February. And then we have some accounts payables, a little bit more than last month.
There's not much on there this time.
Pretty quiet in the winter.
Yeah. I make a motion to approve the accounts payable.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And opposed? All right, I'll sign that away. Thank you, everybody. What's going on tonight? What do we got here for the panel and
Whole crowd.
the whole crowd? Yeah.
You know what? Can I jump ahead? I have to leave in about 10 minutes.
Not
I
allowed.
gotta be another meeting. So I just want to give the quick pool update, if that's okay.
Yes.
Pool bids came back. We're about $4.917 million, something like that. 300 and something thousand over, so way better than 7.2 million. However, with the fundraising only being at 661,000, we have a $1.3 million gap. And you all, did you receive the packet I sent for the
Yep.
work session tomorrow night? Be discussion there about options, several options. Go back to the voters, ask for more, which backs everything off a year, cost $200,000 or $300,000 more. I think I was short the other night when I said $200,000 or $300,000 more, plus rebidding fees, stuff like that at the later date. But it's an option. Another option would be to do a tax abatement for the rest of the amount. We can't just bond for another 1.3 million, but we could do a tax abatement of an area. We'd have to pick properties. Spoke with Ehlers on that, Rebecca, and lots of communities do that in a situation like this. But we could, basically, it's going to raise the levy. Whatever we do is going to raise the levy more than what the 3 million would to get the pool done. Yeah, so a couple of options. Borrow more money from the interfund loans, water and sewer, fundraise more, everything, it's all on the table. So there'll be discussion tomorrow night on that. And then I've slipped the parks, or the Parks and Trails Board ordinance draft in here. I threw that together quick. We talked about that for years, rolling trails in to the park board, which then you'd be overseeing all the trails as well as the park, which kind of makes sense. Most communities have it that way. The trail dollars are all separate right now. They would still be separate in an earmarked fund for trails. But just for your review, I have not run it past the city attorney or anything yet. So just get back to me with comments, send emails, call me, whatever. Just want to get that in front of you. But I think it makes sense to have parks and trails. A lot of our trails are in the park. A lot of them are not as well, but we also need to start coordinating more with the Pioneer Trail Committee. And then opportunities going towards Pine Island with their tower development over there. There might be some opportunities to get a trail. Well, the trail would not be there, but we could, when they do 195th, which is parallel to Highway 52, I've been working hard to remind them that, hey, make provisions for a trail along the road, kind of like the Douglas Trail, because then it would be 1.5 miles or so from the end of our trail on Jefferson. So at some point in the future, we can connect all the way to, well, Pine Island, Rochester, all the way to Cannon Falls,
Mhm.
Red Wing. So anyway,
Yeah.
Parks and Trails. Let me know your thoughts. No hurry on that. Just give your comments when you have time. Sorry. There's a baseball pack meeting that I need to be at, so
Understood.
it's important stuff.
Thanks for the work on that. Could be very, very progressive and promising, the city and neighbors.
Yeah, the ordinance is basically the park board ordinance with the trails folded in. So it isn't, I didn't revamp the whole park board ordinance. Now,
No. So, yeah. What do we have back here? Is it,
is it public
They're on the
comments or they're on the
Nope, they're
agenda?
all on the agenda.
this is down here, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's just move forward with the agenda. We'll cross our pool update. And then, Parks and Trails is over ZMPTO, movie in the park.
That is me. I'm Melanie Lodemeyer. I'm here on behalf of the Zorona Mazeppa Parent Teacher Organization. We're a group of parents, K through 6th grade, who kind of facilitate different activities in the school, outside of the school, trying to bridge the community back into the school. Right now, we host monthly movies at the theater. We've partnered with them. They don't charge us, and they let us keep 50% of the concession sales, and we give it back to the school. Some of the things we've done are field trips for kids. We do an Amazon teacher wish list every month where we give back to the teachers for supplies they need for the classroom. Those are kind of our big things that we've done. I don't know if you've been to the school lately, but we painted the blacktop, lots of different activities for the kids to do. The movies in the theater have been great, but we want to do movies in the park this summer. If you guys would be willing to let us use the park, the Cover Bridge space. We don't need the shelter, the enclosed shelter, but we would like to use the open shelter, and the movies wouldn't be until like 9 o'clock when it gets dark because the screen requires it to be dark. So obviously that would be traffic in and out after dark, which I know is not loved all the time. We would need electricity. And last, if we had inclement weather, we were wondering if we could have a movie inside of the bridge. This was done one year, I don't remember, during the Cover Bridge Festival. We did host one movie in the bridge, and it went very well. One thing that didn't work out so well was people couldn't walk through the bridge, obviously, during the movie. So that's what I'm here to ask today, if we can use the park to have movies for June, July, and August.
Jeff, do you remember what time is the park closed? 10?
Ask.
Yeah, we'd have, maybe,
There
yeah,
would be an exception for that.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was the first thought that went through my head.
And then there's an alternate way around what we've said before, because I think we were gonna host a wedding on the bridge one time here too. Did that ever happen? That never did happen, did it?
Yeah, they happen all the time.
Yeah.
They're usually just small,
But,
couple
but
people.
what we said is there's an alternate way around. They don't have to go across.
Right.
I think we're very set up to share the park with our community. We have a food truck, electrical boxes that we use frequently. Whatever you need during inclement weather, we can help with, and
I think it's a great idea.
You got pizzas down there too. Contact, what's his name?
Yeah, we kind of tossed some ideas around if we could partner with a food truck or something and, maybe advertise a little bit at the campground as well. Just try to bring in more than just the community, but make it kind of a bigger, broader community event. So obviously they're kid movies, we have to cater to that certain
Yeah.
crowd, but it's still kind of fun.
Is it going to be during the week or the weekends? Or you're not sure yet?
It will likely be a Friday or a Saturday night.
Okay.
Obviously with the summer, you're fighting with a lot of different schedules and we try to really be mindful of other things going on to not compete with things. So
Yep.
We don't really have dates set yet.
Is it possible to tie in fundraiser for the pool with it?
If there's,
It's already a fundraiser for their deal, so. Yeah, anything and everything for the pool.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm all for it. While you're here, can I ask about your ideas for park education and having the school and the park talk to each other with nature education events?
Sure, I mean, we even talked about, if possible, trying to start a little earlier than the movie, like at 7 PM to maybe make it a family event. And there was ideas tossed around about like petting zoo, maybe having the fire department come, just something more of like a touch and feel like activity. So I think if there would be a way to partner with parks, trails, education on that, I think it's a great idea. Why not?
Dunk the park board president.
As long as it's not me.
Yeah, I would do that to Hamill.
Sweet. Motion to use the park then?
Yeah, I make a motion that we accept the proposal as stated.
Got that, Brandon?
Yep.
Covers it all.
That works, Sharon.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
All in favor? And opposed? All right, please feel free to use our park. It's your park.
Can I ask what you use as a point of contact as far as electricity?
Jeff.
I was gonna say, if you're not gonna hang out, when you go on my desk, there's a bunch of cards. He's Jeff. You can grab his. You'll grab it? Perfect.
The other thing once you've got dates picked out, maybe just let local law enforcement know too. So like when the park is closed and
Email and I'll
stuff.
let them know.
That's
when you
the
guys
only
have-
thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I
I don't want people getting in trouble when they're leaving the park.
I mean, we're a little loose with those rules too, with the shelter, the enclosed shelter rental. So I think the cops are kind of, I mean, if there's a large group of people watching a movie on a screen, they're gonna know that
Right.
something important is happening. That's not,
Right.
that you shouldn't be in there. But
Right.
yeah, if you want to just shoot me the dates when you guys have them, I'll let them know.
And maybe we could ask for a traffic officer or a volunteer reflective vest. Something like
I could do that. That's easy enough.
Yeah, sounds good.
Throw me out there.
that. Well, now we have a softball field memorial request.
Us back here.
Hi.
Good evening, thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah.
For those who don't know me, am I good to sit here? You guys want me to move?
Oh, yes, the microphone. I was like, that's the only thing.
All right, we're ready. For those who don't know me, I am Angie Bradyhoff here with Jen Trelstead. We are here to request the approval of a memorial at the city softball fields in honor of Tony Holm. Tony passed away unexpectedly here in January. Jen and I are both co-workers of Tony's at Franson Bank, as well as softball players on her team for Ray Jackson Trucking and Cheese Store. So we are here on behalf of those two entities, if you will. Tony, one of her first loves was softball. So there's a lot of women on the softball league that know of who she is. She's a pitcher, she's a lefty, she's a redhead. You wouldn't forget her. She was awesome. So on behalf of the bank and her teammates, I've been working with Ryan Schoenfelder. He is with Midwest Custom Fabrications. He does some CNC work. And he was able to put a mock-up together of a memorial that I think would be appropriate. I have a picture of it here. It would be 32 inches in diameter. It's a metal piece that I'm looking to hopefully hang on one of the buildings if that's possible. I did take a couple of pictures of a couple of spots I thought might be okay. This project, this memorial would be paid in full with donations from Franson Bank, from her coworkers and from the softball team. So we do have that taken care of. Trying to think of what else. I'll just pass this around so you guys can take a look. Ryan I did propose 32 inches, so I'm up for feedback on the size of that. So I'll pass that around. And then this is 58 looking towards the softball field, so this would be the shelter. I thought this would be a nice spot if we wanted to, look at it from the road on 58. Otherwise, the other good spot I thought of would be, this is the parking lot looking at the bathrooms. So we have this upper part here or the brick part. So I'm open to feedback if you guys have any, but those were the two spots I thought would be a good idea. So open to any questions. If I didn't go ahead, I'll have Ryan put that together, and then I understand that the city would be willing to hang that up for us. So.
Jeff, is there any problem with any of those sites she proposed on hanging something like that?
Nope, they should all work fine.
Okay.
Yeah, whichever is chosen is fine. Yep. Miranda kicked this forward earlier to me or whatever, so.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yes, they kind of been talking offline before they came here, just to
Gotcha,
make sure
that's
that,
cool. Okay.
just to make sure
Yeah,
that they
just
could
wanted to
even
make sure that
accommodate.
it would.
And then if we decide a spot, I can work with Ryan to make sure that he has the right hardware on the back of that, so it attaches the right way too.
A year ago, we were talking about naming the fields and, community legacy name. Does anyone want to pitch the name Tony Home Fields?
I was starting to think, what if, down the road, will there be others that would like to do a memorial? Sadly, but,
Yeah.
And we'd add more.
and
fields.
add more, would they use the same design? Is there room? How much room would there be to have more? I love it. Mhm.
Can it be bronze and polishable?
Don't forget the lights, geez.
I think it sounds like a great way to honor somebody who loved softball. So I didn't know her personally, but it sounds like she was very moving to the softball community, and I think that's important. So
I would like a more forward-facing emblem. So not on the back of the building, but maybe it's personal to have it when you arrive. So
True.
it's your call. Something from Highway 58 would be kind of shiny.
Mhm.
That's just opinion. Anybody want a motion? Approved?
I will make a motion to approve the sign that they have brought forward and one of the two placements that they have decided there. Or if there's another spot, I guess that's better if it's not too out of the way for city. I approve it, it's fine. That was a lot for a motion, I'm sorry, Miranda.
Maybe with the park board approval on final size and additional space.
Is this gonna start something else that others are gonna wanna have memorials softball field or at the park or, other locations even, so if there's no policy right now on memorials, is that something we need to consider?
It's not just like our benches at this point.
Yeah.
And since we were first, if this is the biggest memorial, we could just name it Tony Home Field, and just kind of grandfather that in. And then
Yeah,
if there's more of like something more permanent, if you will, that's either in the ground where you can put little plaques or something as we go forward. It's just an idea. So
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so.
at the fair, we put up some new barns, but that was large donors got to name the building, they're the building.
Right.
So this is a different situation, but what
In a summary of what you introduced Tony to us, like maybe you could write up, if we were to name the fields, like write up a story that would say, hey, this is why we named the field after Tony. Some kind of, I don't know what I'm saying, like a presentation, but just a short quip of like, this is how she gave, and this is what the fields say back to for her. So maybe at that point we can agree to name the field or not. It was just the idea last year. I think it was like in support of VFW and the Booster Club that we just wanted to keep on saying, hey, this field needs more people liking it and reasons to be affectionate for that area of the parks. So.
You could also, look for donations to name it, like you said. I mean, that might be a way to earn money for the pool.
Yeah, we considered that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. We looked at naming rights and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
So if you wanted to send us a summary or presentation for naming the field, and then as far as a motion, we could talk about, we can approve the memorial emblem if we agree on the size of it and the position of it. But I'm not making the motion for you, so. Yeah. Am I?
You can.
Okay.
You better repeat all that. Not happening.
And
I second the motion that Kayla made earlier.
And Mike finished.
Well, he kind of went off on a tangent a little bit on us.
Yeah, it kind of got off.
Yeah,
We should
I'm talking
focus on
about the
sign.
original motion
Yeah,
and the original sign.
yep.
And I'm gonna second what she said earlier.
sorry to interrupt. Okay.
No interrupt at all.
Okay.
No.
And then I just want to give space for other thoughts.
Yeah, I think my opinion is it's two separate discussions, whether you're gonna name the field something, because we've talked about that in the past. And this is like, for me at least, it's a separate issue on putting this up versus naming the whole field. I just think it's two separate discussions.
But then I think another discussion is, are we gonna have more people wanting to have memorials similar to this down the road? And do we need to have any type of policy, or are we just gonna deal with them one by one as they come?
That's kind of what you guys have been doing.
But there's space there to
There's
make
okay.
signage and.
Because they're starting something new. This is something new as far as I can
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
So it's like, other people might see it and think.
And there's hangout space too. Great, very responsible.
Are you guys cool with the size that they have? Like if they want to?
Yeah, I like it.
All in favor, I have to finish that.
Aye.
And opposed. Motion carried to place a memorial there.
So much, appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Hope we honor Tony well for you guys.
Thanks.
All right, now there's some strange person. I take it back. Mary, welcome. Would you like to bring up the Zumbrota Lions Club?
Yeah, I'm here from the Lions Club. My name's Mary Gofflin. Here to talk about the Field of Honor over Memorial Day weekend, that the flags that go down at the Covered Bridge Park. And that'll be in May over Memorial Day weekend. Thursday is when we mark the corner, and Friday is when we pound the stakes. Saturday is when the flags go out, and then they stay out until Monday afternoon, and then we bring them back in again. And we're just hoping that we can have use of the park again this year for that.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I believe youth soccer finishes up the weekend before, so there'll be a week gap in between, so.
What do you need from us, Mary?
Well, a porta potty.
Okay.
Miranda would order a porta potty, that's important.
Jeff.
And then really important for us old people that are there 24/7 watching the flags fly. And then we need help finding metal corner post that's in the corner by the park, by the bridge.
I'm sure Ronnie's probably familiar with doing that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll just touch base with him, I guess.
I can talk to him.
Okay.
Yep, I'm sure he's done that in the past.
Yeah, yeah, and then that's how we put the grid out then, is from that one metal marker. And it's in the corner down by the bridge, that corner down there, so. And that's my only request. So I'll tell the Lions that we're good to go.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I move that we allow using.
I'll second. Aye.
Maybe one day we just do it in perpetuity.
Until something
Easy for you to
changes.
say.
Continuous,
You really don't want to see me, do you?
whatever.
I just figured you missed us so much that you already came back and it's only March, Mary, so.
Enjoyed my Mondays off, so.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, you guys.
Yep, no
You're
problem.
welcome.
Right, there's nothing more added to our agenda. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss tonight?
I don't think so. Nothing from me.
Motion to adjourn.
Can I get anybody gonna show up tomorrow for the?
Yo, I'll be here.
If you
would
like me to,
And I think it's probably best if we all come anyways, but
Do we need any information beforehand that I can get printed out or? We're all. in
No,
that?
I'm just happy that it came back the way that it did. At least we still got a shot.
Just gotta figure out how you want to fund it.
Well, that's the problem.
yeah.
But we're better than we were before. At least it's still alive.
It's still alive. Keep that good attitude and see you tomorrow.
But the paying for it is the painful part. Or the impossible part or the difficult part.
You ever seen that movie Angels in the Outfield? And just miracle wins the World Series. That's what's gonna happen, I think. These people will be swimming like dolphins with an empty pool basin.
I'll take whatever we can get at this point.
Well, how about a motion to adjourn or entertainment
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
in a second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Everybody, can I keep these?
You can keep them.